Hello there. I wanted to talk about something that I witnessed and that I myself was guilty of for years, which is I noticed that many people who come into my space, who come into my sphere, really want to feel better, like just really want to feel good. And sometimes I will ask the question, like, if it was possible to always feel happy all the time, would you want to? And oftentimes the first answer when I ask that question is yes, right? So let me ask you that question. If it were possible, would you like to feel, would you want to, would you choose to feel happy all the time? Okay. And so if you answered yes, would you choose to feel happy that coronavirus is in the world, or that someone just got murdered, or that all sorts of animal species are dying? Do you want to feel happy about that? Most of you will probably say, oh, actually, I don't really want to feel happy about those things. It doesn't feel appropriate to be happy about those things, right? So when it comes down to it, we actually don't always want to be happy. Most of us would choose to have human emotions, like the full spectrum of human emotions, at least many of them, right? We would choose to feel sad because there's murder in the world. We would choose to feel sad because animals are dying, or whatever, right? But we don't want to get so bogged down that we get consumed from our emotions, our sadness, right, or our negative emotions. No, what we do want to be able to do is not just feel happy all the time, not just feel always good, right? We don't actually even want that. What we do want to be able to do is be able to not be so upset when we're upset. We don't want to feel so consumed by our negative feelings that they just overwhelm and keep us stuck, right? So what if I told you it was totally normal and totally healthy and totally good to 50% of the time feel negative emotion and 50% of the time feel positive emotion? What if you could really enjoy the 50% of the time when you do feel positive emotion, and the 50% of the time when you do feel negative emotion, it didn't feel like something was going wrong, right? That it just, you had peace with feeling that negative emotion. What if that were possible? It's totally possible. But like, how would that be for you if you had peace with your negative emotion instead of like you were trying to fight against it and get out of it all the time? That is what I've learned how to do. Like, I still have negative emotion, I just don't make it a problem, right? And that frees me up to really enjoy the positive time, the 50% of life that is positive, right? I just wanted to share that little thought with you because so many of us resist negative emotion, and when we resist it, we actually make it that much worse. We make it that much more uncomfortable for ourselves because we're like, oh, we're not supposed to feel this way. I don't want to feel this way. So then we have the first negative emotion, which might be sadness. And on top of that, we have like, no, this shouldn't be going this way. So then we feel anger or frustration or confusion or irritation or whatever, right? So what if you could just be like, hey, here's negative emotion. This is that part of life when I feel negative emotion, and that's okay. Sometimes I even choose negative emotion, right? When you have that kind of peace with your negative emotion, that kind of like, this is part of life, it's so easy to really love and enjoy the positive emotion times, that 50% of life that feels good. All right, just a little thought for you today. What comes up for you? Let me know.